Hello there. It's so nice to have you join me today. I was sitting here thinking about just how much the world has changed over the years, especially when it comes to technology. And let me tell you, as someone who did not grow up with any of this, it's been quite the journey. Today, I want to share a little story, a story about what it's been like for people like me, a mom, to keep up with all these changes. I'll talk about how computers, mobile phones, and the internet entered our lives, how platforms like YouTube and apps like WhatsApp changed everything, and what it's like to raise kids who seem to understand this digital world better than we do. So, grab a cup of tea or coffee, get comfortable, and let's chat. When I was in school, computer education wasn't even a thing. Computers were these massive, intimidating machines that only a few people knew how to use. Most of us had never even seen one up close. Instead, we learned how to write neatly, use a typewriter, and maybe do a bit of math on a calculator if we were lucky. Fast forward to today and computers, whether they're desktops, laptops, or even smartphones, they are everywhere. My kids started learning how to use them in kindergarten. Meanwhile, I didn't even touch a computer until I was an adult. And I'll be honest, it felt like learning a whole new language. The first time I had to send an email, I was so nervous. I probably double checked every letter 3 times. And then there were mobile phones. When I was in my 20s, they were just starting to become a thing. But they weren't like these sleek, powerful smartphones we have now. Oh no, the first phones were huge, like holding a brick to your ear. By the late 90s, we had Nokia phones. The Nokia 5110 was my first phone, and if you had one of those, you were pretty fancy. Remember playing snakes? Oh, that was peak mobile gaming back then. Fast forward to now, and mobile phones are practically mini computers. They can do so much: texting, video calls, photography, shopping, even virtual reality. It's amazing, but also a little overwhelming when you didn't grow up with it. Speaking of texting, who remembers Mixit? It came out in the early 2000s and was one of the first messaging apps many of us used. It felt so futuristic at the time, even though it was mostly just text-based chat. Then came WhatsApp in 2009, and wow, did that change everything. Now, it's hard to imagine life without WhatsApp. It's how we keep in touch with family, friends, and even colleagues. But every new app feels like another thing to learn. There's always something new, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, or the latest online banking app. And let's be honest, it's not always easy for us older folks to keep up. And let's not forget about gaming. When PlayStation came out in 1994, it was a game changer, literally. Before that, We had simpler consoles like Nintendo or Sega, but the PlayStation felt so advanced. Fast forward to today, and we've got the Xbox, PlayStation 5, and virtual reality headsets. I watch my kids play these games with amazing graphics and online friends from all over the world. And it's hard to believe how far things have come. Back in my day, gaming meant sitting in front of a tiny TV with a joystick. And if the game didn't work, you'd take it and blow on it, on the cartridge, and hope for the best. Laptops are another big change. They started becoming common in the early 2000s. Before that, the computers were big, clunky things that took up a whole desk. Now laptops are sleek, portable, and powerful. You can work, study, or even run a business from one little machine. But they also introduced us to things like virtual meetings. Have you used Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or Google Meet? It's incredible how we can now work or connect with people from anywhere in the world. But there's something about face-to-face meetings that I still miss. Sometimes I wonder if we're losing a little bit of that personal touch. And what about shopping? When I was younger, shopping meant walking into a store, trying things on, and maybe chatting with the cashier. Now, with online shopping, you can buy almost anything from your phone and have it delivered to your door. It's so convenient. But I can't help but miss the experience of browsing through a store, of feeling the fabrics or trying on shoes. It's the same with apps. There's always a new app for something. Ordering food, tracking your health, or managing your finances. It's incredible, but it can also feel like a full-time job just learning how to use them all. Let me know if you agree. You know, our kids seem to pick this all up so quickly. It's second nature to them because they've grown up with it. Sometimes I feel like they're the teachers and I'm the student. But it makes me wonder, how will they feel when they're my age? Will they struggle to keep up with whatever new technology comes next? Will their kids laugh at them for not understanding some future gadget or app? It's hard to say, but one thing is for sure. Technology isn't slowing down anytime soon. So, here's what I want to say. Whether you're my age or much younger, it's okay to feel a little lost sometimes. Technology changes so quickly, and we're all just doing our best to keep up. But remember, it's not about knowing everything, it's about being willing to learn. And to the younger folks out there, be patient with us older ones. We're learning, just like you will one day. And who knows, maybe someday you'll be the one asking your kids how to use the latest gadget. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you have memories of learning something new or stories about how technology has changed your life. I'd love to hear them. Leave a comment and let's share our stories together. Take care, and I'll see you next time.